My respect to Excellencies and ladies and gentlemen, greeting from HEDC International. My name is Christopher Lee. I am the creator of Operacy Training and also the author of the Operacy book, Key to Personal Empowerment, Success and Leadership. So I believe all humans are born to be successful, not to fail. However, when we look all around us, we notice that many people are not very successful. In fact, more than 80% of people in the world are not very, very successful. The question is why? So, I believe that people are not successful because they don't do what they know. It's not because they don't know, but they don't do what they know. So Operacy is addressing this issue. How can we be more successful than we are right now? Not only that, but more importantly, how can we become not only successful, but also happy in our life? As parents, as teachers, as business people, as politicians, how can we make ourselves more and more successful and happier and more respected by other people? The Operacy Training and the Operacy book follow three parts. The first part is to understand the concept of success. What makes us successful, how can we become successful. The second part of the book and the training addresses why people fail and how they become successful. And the third part asks the question, how can we become more and more successful than we are now as an individual, and how can we help other people also to make them more successful. Another question that most people ask me in the course of this 17 years of provider training is, does Operacy work? Now, I think this is the question that you should not address to me, because if you want to know whether the food is good, we should not ask the cook. The cook always said, my cooking is the best. If you want to know whether the cooking is good, better ask the customer. Over the course of 17 years, HEDC International have conducted Operacy and provided Operacy to more than 350,000 people, mainly in Cambodia, but also in Myanmar, in Thailand, in Laos, in Indonesia, in Singapore, and in Malaysia, as well as in the Philippines. The only country that we have not done in Southeast Asia is Vietnam, and we're working on it. In fact, the latest Operacy training that we conducted was for ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta. We'll do more and more of that in the future. Another question that people ask frequently is, what is the appropriate age for Operacy? Well, over the course of 17 years, we have provided training to primary school children at the age of 8, 9, 10 years old to 12-year-old. We have conducted Operacy for high school students and university students. So we also have conducted training for adults up to about 70 years old. So what I'm trying to say is Operacy is appropriate for people of all ages and all levels of society. Whether you are rich or you're poor, Operacy is still relevant. Operacy benefits our VIP in three different ways. Number one, it empower them, It helps them to regain their personal power. Number two, they make them more successful people in whatever field of endeavor they choose. Number three, it makes them a better leader in organization, at home, in school, in every part of their life. Our clients, including government authorities, development agencies, international NGOs and local NGOs, and we also have provided training to tertiary institutions, universities and so on. And we also provided more and more now into the private sectors and companies. In terms of government, we have provided Operacy to 10 ministries, including Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Agriculture, and many, many others. We also have provided training to the Senate, to the Cambodian Senate. And in fact, in the next few months, we will be continue to provide training to the Senate and to the Ministry of Interior. We also have provided operacy training to projects sponsored by international development agencies, including World Bank, Asian Development Bank, USAID, USAID, or we call it DFAT nowadays, and DFID, and many others, including the Mekong River Commission, and so on. As far as the international NGO, perhaps we have training most of the large international NGO, including Oxfam, CARE, Concern, HIFA International, and many others. In terms of universities and so on in Cambodia, we have provided training to the Royal University of Agriculture. We have provided to Royal Academy of Judicial Profession, and overseas we have already provided training to 7 universities in Thailand, all about operacies, right? And then in the last 7 years or so, more and more demand placed on us by companies, by the private sector, companies and corporations. This is including a bank like ANZ Bank, Philip Bank, LOLC, Maruhan Japan Bank, and many others. And we also have provided over the course of many years operacy training to most of the microfinance in Cambodia. Of course, we also not neglecting the private sector. We continue to provide regular training for the public, and so anybody can attend this. If anyone would like to join operacy, be it for the organization or privately, they can contact HEDC International through our phone number, which is 015-590-003 or 077-811-147. Or you can email us at hedccambodia@hedc-international.com. Thank you very much.